welcome back to the Aimmee Kardashian and the Expert Show, where we bring some of the top experts in the world to help you transform your business and personal life. And sometimes we bring inspirational stories to let you see your life and your life and your family and your business in a whole different perspective, so you can take action towards a better life. I am your host, Aimmee Kardashian, not Kardashian.
And I'm your co-host, Stephanie Thompson. I'm a classically trained singer-songwriter. Well, in this episode, we've had two wonderful guests. Right now, we have Joan Peck, and she's talking to us about why AA doesn't work for some people.
Yeah. Tell us why. You did tell us a little bit why.
Yes.
And so I'm going to leave you to tell us more.
Okay. First of all, it's a fabulous organization, and it has done so much good for many, millions of people.
Yeah.
And but there's, just as we've grown spiritually and begin to understand ourselves as energy, we begin to understand how words, we can react to different words. Mm-hmm. And I guess my whole issue, which is very simple, very small, is that I didn't like the word I am an alcoholic, because I felt it had me trapped as an alcoholic.
And that's your personal experience.
That's my personal experience, mm-hmm. rather than saying, my name's Joan, I have an addiction to alcohol. Mm-hmm. It just is a lighter load. It's like if I say to you, oh, Aimmee, I just love you. Mm-hmm. The energy's high, but if I say, Aimmee or Stephanie, you're really, I don't know, dumb or whatever, the energy, you can just feel it.
Feel it.
So words have energy, and I think we are in such a state with the politics now and name calling that we're even more sensitive to it.
Yes.
But the words, we talked earlier before we came back on here about Dr. Emoto. Do you remember about him, what he did and whatever, and that he had this experiment, and he had 2 jars of just plain water. Mm-hmm. Other people since then have used plants.
Okay.
And around the bottle of where the plant or the water is, they write all different words. On one jar, it's love and peace and goodwill and happiness, positive, and joy, all positives. And then on the other one, they have hate and destruction and all of this.
You could feel it already when you say those words.
Can't you?
Yeah.
And of course, the water the one water was clear and sparkling, that had all the love things, and the other water had mold in it and had everything. The plant that was had positive love in it, was blooming and everything. The other one was wilting and whatever. So it's a great example of how powerful the words are. So that's really where I think I had just a little tiny issue with that. But again, and please, anyone listening, know that I absolutely believe in AA.
This organization has done a lot to a lot of people.
Yes.
But now what she's saying is, if doesn't work for you, which is sometimes you have people that don't work, and you have family members, and sometimes you say, I go to AA, why you don't go to AA? And you try to push them to go, and maybe this will help them. So for the people who doesn't help, then we have a different approach to it.
Right.
Maybe. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
And everybody recovers in their own way. Sure. Anyhow, I mean, that's just the way it is.
There is no magic pill. There is no one thing works for everybody. If it does, then we have miracles there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because each one of us have a different thought, different brain, different way of processing information. I sometimes say, if you put like 2-3 different computers next to each other, and then you could bring out a website, and each computer will show you different look a little bit, and different colors.
They have a mind of their own, don't they?
Yeah, it's different colors. You see the color here is pretty dark blue, and over there you see it really dark black or something, and then over there you see it burgundy, and over there you see it red. So each computer see it differently. On your phone you see it a little bit different than you see it on the computer. Depends if you're having different kind, like Apple and different kind. So I noticed that even on a computer, your colors looks different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes your layout, if they're not putting it right, the code on each computer, it could look totally different. So Our brain is the same way.
Right, and for
Each
those
one
of you,
us have a different way we receive.
well, and for those of you who may not know it, my first books are about the chakras, and there is at this point in our life, there is a color associated with each chakra.
I love that book. Yeah.
And it has different energy. It's crazy, but the different colors have different energy. And you can feel it.
I believe that.
Yes.
I definitely believe that.
So it's exciting. It's exciting to know that everything has energy. And we can have not so much control over it, but we can really create what we want.
Yes,
by
but we're
using
in
it.
Control basically in that regard. There is some things we can control, some things we can't.
Most things we can't.
Yeah,
right?
but, I mean, you can control some things. What you can tell yourself.
Yeah,
You know, you can be in control of your thoughts.
Sure.
Yes.
You know, you're in control of your thoughts. What you tell yourself, how you believe. Then you start to believe it.
Yes.
You start to believe, oh, I can't do this or I can't do that. It's like somebody would tell me, how did you write a book having only 4th grade education? Well, because I didn't tell myself I have 4th grade education. I didn't tell myself I can't do it. All I told myself, I'll find a way to do it.
Exactly.
So the way you think of things that makes it shift in your life.
And that's energy.
That is energy. Absolutely is energy. So if it happened that you're watching this segment right now on any of the social media, go to akexperts.com to watch all of the segments, all the episodes that we have. You could learn a lot from each one of those because we bring some of the top experts, right, in their field. So we're so excited to help people learn, to help you see your life in different perspective, and really we're learning.
Yes.
I mean, I just learned a lot from Dr. Donald earlier on the show.
Yeah.
Just one thing sometimes can help you to change your life.
Who knew you could go to something and go before the surgery?
Yeah.
And start working on it before the
surgery.
Yeah.
Prepare yourself. So we never thought about it. I'm like, okay, you need surgery, go to surgery, and then you could take care of it. So what we're saying here is that your information is very important because so many people, they have successful on AA, and I'm really proud of everybody.
Right.
But some people, they don't. And we drag some of the family to say, come on, go, you know. Maybe those people that they see life differently or it affects them differently.
Right.
Then they need to read your book and understand about it more.
Right.
How is
and
that
as Jay says, it's to be nicer to yourself, kind to yourself.
So is this book help them to do that? What
it really
is this
does.
book particular? I know you have 4 books.
Right.
Just to let you know, you have 4 books.
Yeah.
But this particular book is about what?
This book was written after my son died of addictions. I worked with Cheryl Johnson, who is a channeler, and she channeled him in, and I also can speak with him. And I got to ask all the questions that I wanted to ask about this. How did it get to this point? You know, what would have made a difference? I wanted to understand addiction.
Okay.
So, and how it works in the energies of it. And so it's not a sad book at all.
Yeah.
You know, people, and it's not all of his story when he was here addicted, but it tells about different lifetimes when he brought it in.
So you did tap into it because you came from pain and you wanted to learn more about it.
Oh, yes.
Now, if they want to learn more about you, give them your website one more time.
Okay, www.bejeweled7.com. BEJEWELED, the number 7.com.
Again, if you want to learn more about all the experts, go to akexperts.com, and also you can check out the online academy we have. Until next week, take care, and we'll hope to see you next Thursday.